So, guys, I just want to say hi. I'm Adriana. This is Miss Kazumi.
Hi, everyone.
So I know I had a lot of people who were super excited. Totally counts. See, it counts.
Totally counts. What?
I'm pretty sure going down or otherwise having to keep men and women separate.
Or what about saying, like, I love you? That's a body.
Yeah, for sure. The reason why I think I have so much, the reason why I have so much, like when people are like, no way, 5,000. I'm like, for sure, because when I used to go to festivals, I'd be like, if you can find me, I'll give you a free blowjob. So I literally, like, at festivals, I think in one night I get like 50 or 60 blowjobs, and like there's a 3-day event.
To completion?
For sure, yeah.
No way.
To completion. This woman, her jaw must be made of tougher things. How is she sucking off 50 random men to completion at a festival? People are scummy at the best of times at festivals. 50 in one festival to completion.
That's nasty. That is pure nasty.
The amount of nut in her mouth. That is in fucking insane. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the 5,000 number yet. I'm gonna let her finish speaking whilst I gather my thoughts.
I just want to vomit right now. That is absolutely disgusting.
And I even got most of them to sign model releases.
How are you not dead? Like,
I know.
I mean, I always like when I did those like random stranger gangbangs. I guess they were wearing condoms. So
Yeah.
but luckily, I'm alive.
Yeah.
What did the other girl say?
They were all wearing condoms. Luckily, I'm alive. So obviously, she's having 50 strangers bust in her mouth. You're playing a risky game at a festival, sucking off 50 guys.
I just don't know how someone would even have the face to even admit that on camera. That's on the internet now forever.
Yeah, she does. She's a corn star.
She's not gonna live it down.
She ain't got. She's a corn star. She's on.
She's already a.
Yeah, they're both big
okay.
adult stars.
Right, I didn't know that.
Still,
that's very degrading.
Working in the adult entertainment industry is one thing, right? You're on camera, you're being paid to do a job, but I mean, I have my own opinions on the corn industry, which we've heard before, but I think that's a bit of a far cry from going to a festival where the men that you're meeting have not been checked, right? Because the men, I assume the men she films with have been checked. Yeah. She knows them. They've slept together before. There's some rapport there. There's an understanding and a level of respect, I guess. But because I've worked at a lot of festivals in the UK. Festivals are some of the most dirty, grimy places you will ever be. They just are. I'm not saying all the people are nasty in them or all the people are disgusting, but because of the kind of environment you are and that many bodies in one place, they are just scummy places. I'm sorry, they're dirty. People set up their tents. When they get pissed, people are meant to go to the toilets when they want to piss and shit. That doesn't happen a lot of the time. I have heard of stories of people stumbling through the places where they have all the tents and there's human shit on the floor and people are stepping in it barefoot. There was one guy, I'm not going to say the festival because it might reveal who he is, but he went into one tent, he shagged some girl bareback, he went into another tent and fucked some other girl bareback. And I was like, I
actually feel sick.
Yeah, no, festivals. I've attended in the past 3 years because I've worked at quite a lot of them. I've attended, I'd say maybe 25 to 30 festivals, big and small.
Oh, pause.
You meet all kinds of characters, and you meet some really cool people at festivals, really quirky personalities. But then there's a dark side to it, right? And you hear about a lot of things that go on that shouldn't be going on, like assaults and whatnot, people being pushed into cubicles and this sort of thing happening where there's like blowjob tents, or like there was a festival in Brighton, I think everyone knows what festival I'm referring to, where there was a tree in front of children where people were doing their business. There was a woman that came into the festival with a guy, and I don't know if the guy was with her in the festival, but it was with her in this moment. and she stuck her whole fist up his ass in front of everyone.
Oh my God.
In front of everyone. And the police were standing there. Police were standing there. There's kids walking around. Now, when I say don't take your kids to festivals, this is what I mean. I know we had comments before saying, oh, Glastonbury, you can take your kids there, blah. No, don't take your kids to festivals. It doesn't matter if it says family friendly.
No, humans don't know how to behave.
They don't. Trust me, I've worked at too many festivals now in the last 4 years. Just take my word for it. As nasty as it might be to imagine a woman with 50 different nuts in her mouth in one night, it's not far-fetched. It isn't. It really, really, really isn't. Now, I'm not going to bait out anyone's business here, but I know, and you know, because I know you're watching, you know what the fuck goes on at festivals when the lights are up and when they're down, especially when they're down. People are up to no good. Like, I'm talking crazy levels, like you would not imagine. And when people say, I don't want my partner going to a festival, they have every right to. After doing the kinds of jobs that I've done in the last 4 years and witnessing the things that I do, even at the tender age of 18, they are still doing crazy shit. And if you don't believe me, go and attend one yourself and stay in the tents and then tell me what your experience was like. Now, yeah, obviously, I'm not saying that you're going to go to a festival and get late. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is if you go to a festival and you're walking around with your eyes wide open, you're going to see some shit. I have not been to one.
Or hear some shit.
I ain't been to one. But at least one person has come up to me going, Mike, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you strap up? Blah, blah, blah. Crazy. A girl getting 50 nuts in one night. Her jaw is, that's got to be some Krypton level shit.
So nasty.
That's a super jaw. 50 in one night. And she didn't even say that was her highest. So she could have gone higher than that. And you have to imagine, right? If she had 50 guys nut in her mouth, how many of them do you think slept with her? How many do you reckon?
I don't reckon they slept with her. But the thing is that, boy, I think STIs spread across 65 people that day.
Yeah. I mean, look,
the guys that are doing it are stupid as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the thing is that at festivals you get a lot of young dudes. And there's Adriana, I think her name's Adriana Chechik or whatever, like big corn star, right? Saying, hey, I'll suck you off. 18-year-old boy ain't going to say no to that. He's not worried about diseases. That's more irresponsible of her.
What in the Logan Paul's fiance is this?
Oh, you went there. That was done and dusted. That's
practically what she did online. Like, I'm not even going to say it because someone will clip it. But you all saw the video.
Someone clipped you saying it already. I sent it to you. Do you remember?
Someone clipped me saying what?
I ain't going to say it. But you know, I sent it to you already.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
That killed me. When you played it at work.
Yeah, but I was talking too fast. Yeah, playing it at work was the tough part. Like, I was not expecting those words to come out of my mouth. I just thought, Michael sent me a clip from Midnight Rubbish. What's this? And I've got it on full loudspeaker and everyone at work heard me saying this line and I was like, and everyone just looked at me and I was like, oh my God, I promise I did not send that as a voice note to someone.
Jamie came for your neck, boy.
So embarrassing.
That cracked me up. Like, he's hilarious.
Would you rather get £10 million now or £1,000 a day for the rest of your life?
£1,000 a day.
10 million now.
Why?
Because I think you take the 10 million and I'm sure there's smarter and wiser investments that you can make for a higher
yeah, but
return.
I'm just fine with £1,000 a day. All of my money issues would be solved. I'd be able to do whatever I wanted.
10 million, you wouldn't have a mortgage.
If I'm not getting £1,000 a day, do you think I'm worried about my £500 mortgage? If you get 10 million, you don't know how to act.
I do. Like a fucking gangster. Next question.
So, what would you go for? £1,000 a day for the rest of your life or 10 million right now?
I'd go for 10 million right now.
Would you?
Yeah.
Really?
Because there's a lot of good that I can do with 10 million right now. I think when people ask that question, they're thinking more, I don't need that much money in my day to day. But immediately when I thought of that, I was like, I can change so many people's lives that are in like a pretty dire situation. For example, with all the crazy shit going on in the world right now, I could probably make a difference with 10 million on the spot. With 1,000, of course you can make a difference, but the impact is going to be in drips and drabs. And then if you're smart with money and you have that much money, you can make more money. You can double that money with the right investments. So yeah, I'd take the 10 million straight away. And I would, especially with what's going on now, I would immediately turn to helping people and building something that's going to make me the money over. So I'm generating money even though I'm spending it. Make my money work for me. I'll take the 10 million straight away. Crazy. What about you?
I don't know, because to even get to 10 mil, even if you're on £1,000 a day, would still take a long time.
How long would it take?
I don't know, but I just worked it out, so it works out to 336k a year. If you do £1,000 a day, you need to get to 10 mil.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's not that much, but at least for the rest of your life, you are always going to have money coming in. And you don't have to work really. You can just do what you want and enjoy your time, because tomorrow I've got £1,000 again. But
on the flip side is that we, in our current state, unless we increase our earnings or we win the lottery, we will never make 10 million, right? The amount of money we make now, we won't get close to 10 million. So if someone gives you 10 million, why are you running out of money? What are you spending it on?
To be honest with you, I think 10 million, 10 million can go like that. And I'll tell you how. Because if you think about, say, houses where we live, just for a standard, say, 3 to 4 bedroom house, you're looking at $500,000 anyway.
Why are you buying that house?
Also, no, I'm just letting you know house prices. So like if you was to buy a house or something, $500,000 gone already. If you go for more, if you buy one big house, you could buy it for $3 million. That's $3 million done. I'm the sort of person where, for me, I've got a very big family and a lot of people around me that I'd want to help out and give money to. And by the time I distribute enough money between everyone, pretty much most of my money is going to be gone.
10 million? How much do they need?
By the time you invest and give things out to people, trust me, you're
okay, let me ask
it goes quick. I'd rather have 100 mil. If you said to me 100 mil right now or £10,000 every day for the rest of your life, I'll go for the 100 mil.
Okay, can I ask you a question then?
Yeah.
Are you saying that you can't change your family's lives with £500,000?
I can.
So why would the 10 million disappear?
Oh, what? No, what? Me only having £500,000?
Yeah, if I gave
not
you
life changing. No.
If I gave you £500,000 now,
no, that would be pointless.
You already have a roof over your head. Pointless. All right. Okay. Let me try to paint.
Not
a picture.
Pointless. I've worded that wrong, but it wouldn't be a drastic help to everyone because of how many people I would want to give something to.
But it's not about who you want; it's who you need to. Right, there's people that you need to help immediately, right? That you need to change their situation.
Well, I would want to, all of my immediate family, I would want to give them all money. Not that they need it, but I would want to.
But with 500,000, if you use it smartly, you can change their lives. I know that I've got a big family. I can change their lives with £500,000.
I don't think so. Not with me. Not a life changing, no. It would help them out. Maybe to take a bit of slack and pressure off, but it's not life-changing money.
I think I could. Well, I'll put it to you like this: I would help my immediate family and friends first. So I would make sure you guys are okay. I know what houses cost in Cyprus to get my mum something nice and small where she's comfortable. I wouldn't give my brothers any money. I would help them, but I don't trust them with it. So that will come from me as and when. As for myself, I can live modestly. So 500,000, I wouldn't be buying a 500,000 house. I already have a roof over my head. So I'm not thinking houses out the window, cars out the window. I'm not thinking about that.
But houses are good investments as well because you can rent it out and that's more streams of income.
If it's for to generate profits, then yeah. But not for me to be like, right, I've got money now, I want to buy a big house for myself. Not interested. I've already got a roof over my head and I've already got people around me that I care about. So with £500,000, I can change their lives. I can stabilize a lot of people around me. You don't need to have life-changing things. You just need to be comfortable, and then you can do that. When the pressures are all off you, like you take the pressure off your mum, your dad, your brothers, they can do the rest. They got it from there, right? They're all competent people. and so are mine. So I think with that kind of 10 million, if that's going quickly, you're spending that poorly. 10 million pounds is enough to change a fucking generation.
10 million would be life changing, yes. 500k, no.
No, 500k might not be life changing, but it can stabilize them. It can make them comfortable. 500k.
I've got a big family. That's
So have
my
I, though.
issue.
My family's huge.
Okay.
Right? So I think if you use
So
it
that's
wisely,
not enough to stabilize everyone.
not everybody, but the immediate people and even some of the outreaching.
My immediate is big.
I know your immediate is big, but 500k, right? If you were to give each of them 10k, you would be able to stabilize a lot of things with them, right? Each of your brothers, 10 to 20k. Your mum and your dad, maybe 30k each. That still leaves you quite a lot left over.
That's not stabilizing nothing.
That's not making no difference.
Not really, no.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've got like in my immediate family and the main family that I'd want to look to. If I had 500k, I'm thinking about 30 people. And the way I'm imagining it, I can fix their problems with that 500k. I'm fairly confident I could fix the lives of 30 people. Some of them that are in debt, I think I could fix their lives and they could live comfortably. But that's just me. Like everyone looks at money and handles money differently. As for the 10 million, if you're running out, you don't know how to handle money. I'm sorry. 10 million is a fuck ton of money. Money we will never see in our lives unless we become millionaires or change our streams of income. So if you, as someone that has lived like us, gets 10 million and you run out, respectfully, you should never have been touching that money, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't think it's... Yeah, you've definitely made dumb decisions if you run out. And 10 million is a good opportunity to really invest in stuff that is going to bring your money back to you. I think I would go for the 10 million straight away just because there's things that I want to do and would need to use that money for. For example, you know how I want to like have my own chat show. Straight away, I would invest into that, get that up and running instantly. Whereas £1,000 a day is still going to be very difficult to get there. Of achieving that dream, whereas I've got a dream and I can just do it myself. I'm not relying on no one else.
£1,000 a day would be comfortable in allowing me to achieve my own dreams. Like if I think I could take £1,000 a day and really change my own life. I don't know how much of an impact I could make with everybody else. I think I could still make a fairly big impact because if you're getting £1,000 a day, that's £7,000 a week, right? Now Monday to Friday, I'm probably going to be sitting at home playing Spider-Man. I ain't going to even touch it. So that's already $5,000. Just give that to my mum. Now she's sorted maybe for 5 months because my mum lives modestly. And then if you go another month, right? Because I don't do too many crazy things. I like taking trips and that, but that's like spread out throughout the year. And I do it on like a budget. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm a gamer, you know. I like my peace and quiet. I like watching my animes. I like going for my walks in nature and going on bike rides. So I'm not going to be spending a lot of money anyway. The most money I'll be spending is going on trips, maybe another trip to Japan, maybe go to China or Korea or something. And so I'm thinking like in January, which is a quiet month, 30 days in the month, that's 30k. Probably only touched about 2k of it. That's 28k. That's my mum sorted. And then the next month, you know, like I think you can change people. I think I don't think people have a healthy respect of money, and then they spend on a lot of things they just shouldn't be spending it on. One thing I've noticed about myself is that when I was broke, I would spend money recklessly. The minute I became more disciplined, which came like around when I was 26, with the help of like somebody like helping me in my finances, and I became more disciplined. I started working more. I had more respect for money because of how much I started working, so I started spending less and less. And now when I get paid, I don't actually want to touch it. I don't want to touch my money. Like I like looking at my account and seeing the money going up. And when I do touch it, I always make sure to replace it just because I like everything to look even at the end of the month. Like I like everything to be balanced. So I think it's just about, for me, if I got that 10 million before I was 26, I could see myself probably blowing it and doing dumb shit. Now, if I got that 10 million, I can guarantee by the end of the year, that 10 million will probably be increased significantly. And I would have a lot of people's lives around me would have changed.
One thing I will say though is money does come and go.
Yeah, of
and
course.
you've got to still live and enjoy your life as well.
100%. But the way I live is obviously different to you. The things that I find interesting are different to you. So like, for example, you got that Mortal Kombat arcade. If you gave me that Mortal Kombat arcade, I'll be in the room for a month playing it. I'm happy there. I'm not going outside. I'm going to the gym or whatever.
As long as you're still getting your enjoyment out of
Exactly.
these things, then that's all that matters. But I'm just, in terms of money, like, you can't take it to the grave with you, so you may as well enjoy it if you've got it.
No, 100%. If your enjoyment comes from spending money to acquire things or do things, and do it. But my enjoyment comes more from, like, I enjoy coming here and talking to you, for example.
I get it. But I think for me, we're on this earth. It's going to sound so cringe and cliche, but we're on this earth, yeah, and we're only here once. You've got one opportunity to just
Sound like Eminem.
Like, okay. So what I'm trying to say is it's going to sound like high talk now. We are on a floating rock in the sky called Earth.
Right.
Yeah. We're here and we're going to die one day.
We're here and we're queer.
Jamie, clip it. So the point I'm trying to make is we're living on a planet and there's a whole other world out there with different countries, different views, different things to do. Like, you've got one chance to live on this earth. Go and see the world and what it has to offer and just experience life, because you're going to die one day.
Oh, I agree with you. I enjoy traveling.
Yeah, but you're talking about you'll stay on Mortal Kombat for a month. If I had 10 mil, I ain't touching Mortal Kombat. I'm going to go and see all these beautiful countries. I'm going to go see the most beautiful mountains. I'm going to, like, go to all the nice waterfalls, sunsets, beaches, try all different kinds of foods, everything.
I said if I was getting £1,000 and you gave me that arcade.
I'll still do that with £1,000.
Nah, I would definitely travel. But I think the way me and you travel is going to look drastically different.
And I like experiences as well. Like, I jumped out of a plane before. It's an experience.
You're a psycho. Why were you jumping out of planes?
Because you only live once. Like, enjoy yourself. Fuck it. Because you know
You
what?
found that enjoyable? Jumping
It
out
was
of planes?
so enjoyable.
Can you explain that to me?
But I think it was enjoyable because it's a once in a lifetime experience. Like,
Is it like shifts? If shit goes sideways now, I'm going to splatter.
okay, the way I look at it is we're all gonna die eventually, yeah?
So jump out of plane.
If I jumped out that plane and I died, how exciting is it to come to a funeral and be like, oh, how did she die? Yeah, jumping out of a plane. That's exciting shit right there.
Is that how you looked at it?
Yeah?
That's what you were thinking?
Yeah, because if that's how I'm meant to die, that's how I'm meant to die. That I can't change it. Do you know what I mean?
I would be so disappointed.
It is what it is. And
My boys would rip me.
I always look at it and say to myself, there's a lot I haven't fulfilled in life, yeah? Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, everyone knows I want to have kids. I would like to get married. I want my own chat show. There's a level of success that I want to attain. So I'm not fulfilled in the sense that I haven't done them things yet. Mm-hmm. However, if I was to drop dead tomorrow, do I feel satisfied and content with what I've done in my life up to now? Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
But you just named all these things that are really important to you.
They are. And I would be gutted if I didn't get to do that. So I'm not fulfilled yet. I've got more I want to do. But if I was unlucky and died, am I content with what I have done? Yeah, I've lived a good life.
Well,
I've done a lot.
I recognize how privileged I am with my life, even when times are hard. When you see all the heinous things going on around in the world right now, I'm very privileged to just be able to... You know, like, there's people right now that can't just stand here and talk behind the camera. You know, they're too busy running or, like, being hunted down. And I think that I would be grateful that I got to live this life. Content? Absolutely not, because there's so many things that I want to do. Mm-hmm. I've always spoken about opening charities and helping people. I've always wanted to help people. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be content. I'd feel like there was things that I wanted to do that I didn't get to fulfill, but I would still be grateful for the life that I had. Mm-hmm. Like I always hear we have it. We don't have it perfect in London by any stretch of the imagination. We've got a cost of living crisis, but you know, at least we're not in the middle of a fucking war zone or something. You know, at least we're not dying on the streets. You know, we have it good here. We're lucky. We are the lucky
Very
ones.
blessed, yeah.
And I don't think people recognize their privilege enough. And it's only when you start seeing horrors and atrocities around the world that you're like, I would like to think they're like, oh, you know, maybe I shouldn't complain as much.
That's how I get all the time. I sit there and look at the small things that I'm complaining about, and I'm like, this stuff really does not matter. Like, I'm very blessed and fortunate to be in the position and situation that I am in. And it's not until you go through something bad that all of the small things don't, like, you realize they really don't matter. Like, I've been through times in my life that have been really bad, and at their moments, nothing else that I would usually stress about mattered. It didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah. I think, I think that we're very lucky. I hate people that play the victim over here. Not to say people are not born into tough circumstances, but as
it could always be worse.
It could always be much worse. We're not seen as human animals. We're not disregarded as a people. We're not, you know, shat on or whatever. We're not painted unfairly in the media for the most part. You know, like, I think that, yeah, we have it good. So I would be very grateful if, touch wood, that was the end of it. But no way would I be content, because I would want to make a difference in a lot of people's lives, both close to me and abroad, because you hate seeing people suffer, right? Like, I hate seeing people defenseless and suffering, and there's nothing that we can do. There's nothing we can do other than speak about it or pray for them or whatever. So I would be pissed off. I'd be like, God, you took me out too quick, man. I had shit to do. Anyway, yeah, that's what I think. So it would be 10 million.
10 million. Let us know in the comments if you would choose £1,000 a day or 10 million right now.
Vote for me.
Vote for me.
I am your champion of Earth Realm.
I am your champion of Earth Realm.
Earth Realm, man. More comments
Realm.
right there, you
Realm.
fraud. Realm.
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 Are you retarded?
Realm.
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 Are you a car?
How do you spell real?
Real is R-E-A-L.
And how do you spell realm?
Realm.
Realm. How do you spell it?
R-E-A-L-M.
Yeah, so it's the same word but just with an M on the end. It's realm.
No.
The realms of reality.
No. Realm.
Realm.
Earth Realm.
Realm.
When you ever heard Raiden say Earth Realm?
Realm.
Get off camera.
No, go on Google and type it in right now.
Realm.
And get the speech thing up. Hey Siri. How do you say realm?
Sure. Translate into which language?
English. I can't translate into English yet.
We are looking at how to pronounce
I thought that was him saying.
I thought he was going to say it. I was going to dash my phone.
Words in English whose pronunciations aren't obvious. How do you go about pronouncing it? Realm. The A in the middle
Yeah.
is
There you go. Realm. When you ever heard Raiden say Earth Realm?